Hey family, welcome to another segment of What's Your Issue with myself, Bernice and
Oneishea.
And today we are going to talk about...
Well, today we're going to be up in people's business.
We love that.
And share opinions no one asked for.
Yes.
So, recently I came across a video clip of popular comedian Micheal Blackson. He was sharing they were being asked a question, he and his wife, and they asked, why are you allowed to have a side piece a month? So this is normal in their relationship.
Wow.
And he said he just wanted new coochie. And then the wife isn't allowed to have a man in the relationship, but she can have another woman in the relationship. So in essence, both of them, I think, are allowed to have a side piece, but it has to be female.
Oh, okay.
Right.
But what about, did they get into it, Nisha? This is me being
No, this
a
was
devil's
just
advocate.
a clip.
Oh, okay.
And those were the questions that were asked.
That's very interesting.
Yes, and so as I listened to this, I started to reflect. I said to myself, is this something that I would be participating in? And
What's your answer?
It's not for me.
Yes, definitely not.
But I would like to acknowledge the fact that there are many different types of relationships.
Yes.
And adults, consenting adults, are allowed to do what is best for them and what serves their needs.
Yes, definitely. I agree.
Now, as it relates to a marriage, I'm not married.
Neither am I.
And so I think that finding a person to commit to build a relationship with, a foundation of marriage with, it's a lot of work.
It is.
Right?
Yeah,
and even
definitely.
building that marriage and creating that marriage, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of patience,
yeah.
a lot of love. You invest a lot of yourself into it because it's something
Yeah.
that you want to work, you're building for your future.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think really what stumped me is, why would you get married to want to have sex with other women?
Yeah, that's just a really good
from
point,
my
though,
perspective,
Nisha. You could have been doing it.
You just do this. You just be single and just do this.
But do they have this type? Okay, so question, Nisha. I know you just said you've seen just clips of this, but
one clip, Bernice.
Okay, one clip. I swear they were talking about this on the Breakfast Club before.
Okay, I don't know. I didn't listen to that. This is just that thing. I don't know any details about their relationship. I don't know the specifics. What I do know is that arrangement would not work for me.
Yeah,
and I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm not into girls.
Yeah.
And even if I were, I like variety.
Yeah.
So, and I think it's selfish of him to dictate those terms.
Yes.
Like his penis gets to be the only penis in the relationship.
Yeah. That's enjoying the multitude of women.
Why is she suffering?
And I don't understand why she would even agree to it, because I would have been like, if I were in her shoes, if you're able to sleep with other women, I should be able to sleep with other men, and if we both want to enjoy a nice orgy, we can get together, and you're not going to dictate to me that I should, no, seriously, you're not going to dictate to me that I should just sleep with women to ensure that your insecurities are being respected or being cared for.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But I also think that is part of the problem, right? Like, I think that some people enter into relationships knowing full well that they don't believe in monogamy.
Yeah.
There are lots of marriages where the man, lots of culture where the man has multiple wives. And that is accepted across the culture. And if that is part of your culture, that's fine. There are lots of relationship where people are like, hey, I don't know, maybe if one of the partner is bisexual, let's just say, for example,
definitely.
and they say up front, right, that, time to time, I want to bring somebody else into this. And
but that's established, though.
If you agree to it, you agree to it. But I feel like when you are marrying a person who don't share these types of values
or morale,
right, I think it's selfish for you to impose that onto the person. Now, I'm not saying that this is the case with he and his wife, because I don't know these people, I don't know their business. I'm just referencing the clip. And she said sex with one person can be boring.
Well, I mean, okay, yes, to some people, to her, it might be boring, but so there's couples that enjoy intimately just being with that one partner. But right? I don't even... it's just, I personally, Nisha, I just feel like it's a preference, and people, you're right, at the beginning, when people have a right to determine the type of relationships that they have and want, right. And there are different types of relationships nowadays, right? But I feel like if you're getting into marriage, that's just it. For me, it's like, if I'm marrying you, I'm marrying you. I'm not inviting other people into our relationships. And yes, we're going to be bored of our so-called sex life, but there's ways that... But Nisha, there's ways that if you're really invested, like to be creative and fun, where it's the both of you guys exploring and enjoying each other without bringing the issues of somebody else who might potentially complicate things. Right. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing too. I know of people who like are in polyamorous relationships and how they've set these structures in place and these rules and stuff that they say work for them. Yeah. But you know what? At the end of the day, people are people. Yeah. And feelings are feelings. And I don't care how many rules and structure you have in freaking place. When my man is sleeping with another woman, whether I agree to it, I know about it, I'm gonna feel some type of...
I'm a jealous type of chick.
Especially if I want him at that time to do something for me. What if I need to hang a picture frame and he's gonna...
A picture frame, Nisha, while he's enjoying himself with some next girl? That's what you're gonna be worried about. Listen, but I will want you not to even be near the next chick.
Does it matter what I want him for? He's my husband.
No, it's true. You're right.
A damn picture frame.
It's true, yes, Nisha. But I was trying to make it seem like I was trying to get the bigger point that he shouldn't be anywhere doing anything with nobody. When I want you to hang that picture frame, you need to be itched up beside my ass.
The whole thing is my whole point in that whole thing is whether you agree to an open relationship, a monogamous relationship, a part-time side piece, or whatever the hell it is you guys agree to. At the end of the day, feelings are involved, and somebody is going to feel some type of way when their need is not being met.
They're gonna be
and now I'm gonna be married to a man and say I agree to this foolishness, okay? And we agree that we're gonna allow a person, a new person every month. That we have to worry about disease. Yes. That's another thing we have to worry about. And that's how are we going to find time to accommodate this person?
But are these conversations even being had though, Nisha? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? No, but I mean, we don't know, but I'm just throwing out these questions in general as it pertains to like bringing other people into your relationships, like sexually. How do you guys decipher, okay, who's gonna do this? Even in the midst of like, okay, come, let's go do our thing. So Nisha's gonna have 5 minutes with Micheal Blackson. No. It's just a joke, Nisha. No. But you get what I mean? Like, okay, fine. That was supposed to be a joke that Nisha's not trying to have. No. But you guys get what I mean. Like, how do you determine who's gonna have time? The amount of time, like, how does it work? And then for me, it'll be like afterwards, like, you're right, like, how am I gonna feel as a female? Because I feel like if we are...
But it's not even just as a woman. Like, men can be jealous.
Yeah, true, it's true, it's true. But in this case, we're referencing this individual, Micheal Blackson, who is obviously the one that's...
No, we're referencing their situation.
Their relationship. Yeah, the relationship, I'm sorry. The relationship in terms of him being able to bring other people. And her just allegedly just being able to just bring the female. I feel like that's unfair on her part. I feel like if he's allowed, I don't know if it's Nisha, it is unfair because
she agreed to it.
She agreed to it, but if I were her, I would not agree to it because I would be like, look, if you want to sleep with other women, I should be able to sleep with other men because
it's fair.
Yeah, it's only fair. We have to make it fair, and then. If we both want to bring in, if you want to do the where another, we can both have our fun, but it needs to be fair. You need to be able to have your side chicks, and I need to be able to have my side men.
But I think part of that whole thing is that whomever they bring into the relationship is shared between them.
Yes. But she's still being shortchanged.
I think that
she's being shortchanged.
Is she? Don't
get me wrong. This is my opinion.
She agreed to this.
Yeah, she agreed to it.
And it could be that she prefer women.
That's true
she's
too.
not being shortchanged at anything.
That's true too.
But my issue is not even about their arrangement. My issue is about the idea in general. As I said, doesn't matter the type of relationship you have. When you start bringing people into your relationship, it gets complicated. Not even in every
you're right.
Think about like you have your friends, right? And you and your man are something happened between you and your man. You share it with your friends. Now your friends have opinion about your man. Even after you've forgotten about that thing, they still have opinions about it.
True.
Now you're gonna bring these people into your relationship. Are they strangers? Are they friends? Like there's just so much.
There's so much questions.
So many complexities, the dynamics, and you're intimate with these people.
Yes. How does that look like? This is a question for me. Like I'm always like wondering, like how does that look like afterwards? Because when the person comes around, as I would feel some type of a way.
Wow, why? You entertain them? You
but still, like, but Nisha, my thing would be like, okay, what do we? We agreed to it, but what about if I'm not around?
But that's another thing. What if you're not around? I say, okay, what if you're not around? And we agree. This is, for example,
the first time agreement.
We agreed that okay, we can bring a person into our relationship, and you're not around. You're having a bad day. You're like, I'm not interested, but I still want to go ahead. What does that look like? Is that did I break something? Am I allowed to do that?
Well, that's where I would say.
Or is it only when us? Is it only when you and I are there?
Those are all
why
things.
Why would you need these complications?
But some people are able to sort it through, and some people aren't. Right? Like,
so my opinion on this dynamic is this: people who want to participate in these types of relationships, from my perspective, are people who don't know what they want in terms as it relates to having a partner. That is how I feel about it. And the reason why I say that is this: when you love somebody, when you want that person to be your person, like you're not looking to share anybody. You're not having your man or your woman be over in the corner, loving up, kissing up, rubbing up on somebody else, being intimate in the same way they're intimate with you to nobody else. You just don't want it like that.
You don't even want to think about it.
Even if you're the type of person who's like, sex is just sex, it's not a big deal. It is not even the physical aspect of it.
It's emotional.
It's the emotional
too.
connection.
Exactly.
Right? And so when men and women who are already in established, like committed relationships say, let me try this thing. Let me have a thing on the side. I'm bored, or I'm going through some type of internal crisis, or something is happening in their lives. When they decide that they want to take on this additional responsibility, you see, of bringing this person into life, you're the one who's going to have to deal with the repercussions.
Exactly.
Whatever those repercussions
look like.
And I know that, like, a lot of people have these relationships and it works for them.
Yes.
But any relationship can work for anybody.
Yeah.
People stay in lots of things that they should not stay in just because of many circumstances.
I agree.
As a woman, if a man brings this arrangement to me, because I'm very open-minded, I'm very flexible, right? But I also know what I like, as like I know where my sexual like experiences lie. I know where I know things I like sexually and all those things. So at this particular stage in my life, I'm well-rounded when it comes to that. Like I know which street I'm gonna be on.
I love how Nisha said I'm well-rounded. I love it.
So when a man, like if a man were to approach me with this, like I'm curious, I have a curious mind, I want to hear what he's saying.
Yeah, what's your reasoning?
But like the truth is, it's not my path. But that being said, do I understand why other people choose this? Of course, people are in different spaces, different journeys when it comes to relationship. But if you're
what they're also exposed to, Nisha, right, growing up as well.
Right, but if you're a woman, and obviously this is my opinion, so take it however you want. You're a woman, you're looking to be in a committed relationship with a man. Okay, if the man that you are going to commit to emotionally, physically, all that whatever commitment you're going to push into this one person, and they bring this to you, you need to really think if this is a person who sees you in the same light, who wants to commit to you to that degree. Right? And I would say that no. I would say that as it relates to this particular clip with this man sharing that he wants a side piece once a month, and his wife can have a girl but not a guy in the relationship. to some degree, I don't think that he values his marriage.
Yeah.
And that is, the reason why I say that is some things are ours.
Yeah.
It's not open to everybody. It's not everybody's business.
Yeah.
You know, it's our thing.
Yeah.
And now, in the privacy of our bedroom, our marriage bed, where you and me lay down, we breathe in each other's face and talk foolishness and talk shit about people.
Plans about our future.
Exactly. Now you're gonna come bring some other person up in there in the middle because you need a different pum pum.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like, just
why are you married?
Exactly. Don't get married. Experience there's a plethora of pums out there that you can take advantage of.
Yeah.
Just don't get married to want to do that because.
I don't know.
No, say what you're gonna say.
No, alternatively, I was just gonna say marry somebody who has those same values, but that would negate my point of like there is something missing, right?
Yeah.
You can't say marriage is sacred. However, we need to have these additional people,
extras in our relationship.
And that just could be, this is like, listen, I get it. Like, my views, this could be a very narrow-minded way to look at relationship and to look at sex. And to look at intimacy.
I don't think it's narrow-minded.
It's okay. Even if
it's
I
just
can own that.
That is your truth. That is how. That. Yeah, exactly.
But as I say to you, it's important if you are someone who's trying to getting married, like what the person is bringing to you.
Yeah.
Make sure it aligns with where your core values lie. And I say, and this is for men or women, because sometimes people have these fantasies that they want to try, and they want to do all these freaky, you see, and instead of them go do these freaky when they're single, they want to now get married and come and stress their partner out with these, let's do this, let's spice things up.
Take the time and work on yourself so you can bring your best self to the relationship. And when you get into that partnership, right, then build upon like whatever it is that you guys like, do it together. You know what I mean? So you guys can learn to be about each other intimately. And so that certain needs, because honestly, Nisha, we all get to a point where things are bored, things are stale, but you have to know your person and yourself, right? And like you said, like take the relationship so serious that you're going to want to work on it rather than copping out and saying, hey, this girl's out there. It's easy for me to just leave and go get another front. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you have to... I agree with you.
And also, I think the extent of your marriage should be more than just sex.
Exactly.
Like, you're going to see, like, come on.
That's why I said take the time to get to know the person because once you do, Nisha, you build up. Everybody changes throughout their relationship.
Yeah.
And the longer you've been together, the more changes each individual has gone through. But you have to remember to always reconnect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sexual needs change over time.
Definitely.
Emotional needs, psychological needs, all of our needs change. So I feel like if people spend more time with each other, trying to figure out what each other really likes and, you know what I mean, and actually being part of the experience with each other, then you won't need the boredom. Because if you're bored, guess what? There's a high chance I'm bored too.
We're both bored.
But I can curve my boredom and be like, okay, I want to work my relationship up because you're the only person I want to be intimate with versus bringing, because I personally cannot deal with the stress of other people coming into my relationship. Will not do that.
But if you agree with it, would it be?
I will personally, for me, Nisha, let's just put this out there. I will never agree to that type of. It's not for me. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, for me, if I'm getting married, you are my person and that is it. Like whatever things we need to try, there's the sex stores. Let's go there. Let's take the time, figure out about me because I change, you change. But let's connect so that we're both not bored.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we can connect spiritually on a different essence than just the physical, like you said.
Right. So guys, clearly we had a lot to say about that. But you know, what is your opinion? Because like recognizing that people have different needs in their relationship and their different types of relationships, and not everybody, want to be with one singular person for the rest of their lives.
Exactly.
And people like multiple flavors.
Yeah, definitely, and that's fine.
So, what do you guys think?
For you?
What's your opinion? Let us know in the comment section below, and we'll see you next time.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.